Now, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you look inside of Bills Stadium in Orchard Park. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is,
and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
43 yards on the ground for him so far. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he is out of bounds but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
How about that, partner? That's a gutsy run, a physical run, an explosive run, and he's inside the 10-yard line now. I don't know if you hand it to him again on this play, but make the defense think that you will, and maybe you have some options off of it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Allen. Being chased out left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one.
There he goes, right side. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 97 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tucker now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport. They say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Hines. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Allen now looks to throw. Flush to his right. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Johnson, and he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Johnson. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. D'Ernest Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills draw a bit closer. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
When you're dead last in the NFL in third down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about him picking up that one? That was big for them.
Ooh, the juke. And they'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Crossover out of bounds right at the 25.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Dobbins. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Jackson now, escaping the pressure right. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
On first down, Dobbins. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Dobbins again on 2nd down. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And with that last field goal, that puts him now at 300 made on his career, and that is something to celebrate.
And that puts him in the top 30 all time. So he's really made a mark, and he's got plenty of life left in that leg, that's for sure.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. He'll check this down to Hines. And he is going to have a Bills first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. At the 49.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And he'll be taken down at the 26. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And now here's a carry heading left. Stopped short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. 2nd and goal from the 1. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Bills. Marquez Stevenson. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. They'll find him. Find him.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Throwing is Jackson. Flushed out right. And he will slide down with a good gain. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson into the secondary past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to bring big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
3rd down, Jackson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. They go play action now. Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Now here's a throw that's complete, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Buying time to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. On the move to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
3rd quarter action here on Christmas Day. Hope everyone's having a blessed holiday season. 2nd and 10 right now. Johnson running right. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now Allen. And this is going to be incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw is taken in by Waddle. The 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Ravens on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. On play action, Allen steps away. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
We are off to the 4th quarter here on this special Christmas Day broadcast. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And Diggs has it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. They'll run on first down. Dobbins, room to run past midfield. And some room to roam now. And all the way down to the 5. Wow, and even 200 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. Here's Mostert. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Tucker with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Allen off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. Oh, Diggs, what a catch. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Allen. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. The Bills on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They try the left side with Johnson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now Allen, got to have this one. Steps away to his left. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's Johnson again on 2nd down. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
A Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. 3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Now Allen. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. They'll try and run it in. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. 1 to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Jackson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Man, you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
On 1st down, Dobbins. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. This from long, very long range. And he's not able to come through. This is no good. And that is how this game comes to a close. So a field goal that could have won it went awry. Pretty good distance field goal. It wasn't a chip shot, but still, that one's going to stick with him for a little while, you'd have to think.
It is, and I know that he missed that one, and they walk off the field, and obviously they don't feel great about themselves. They just lost a game. But this is where the proficiency of kickers actually comes back and hurts them because they've gotten so good that we expect them to make just about everything, and we forget that's still a long field goal attempt.
And so much pressure there at the end of the game. It's one of those situations, unfortunately, where you're either the hero or you're the GOAT.
And what you also hope is that you've built up equity with your team by making a whole lot of big kicks before so that the occasional miss doesn't hurt you going forward.
So for the Bills, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Chicago Bears next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, it's a slip-up that could cost them as they drop now to